This little circuit board is called the BMS. And if your e-bike cuts out while riding or refuses to charge, this little guy might be part of the problem. BMS stands for Battery Management System. Basically, it's a little safety manager inside your e-bike battery. Inside this battery are a bunch of lithium cells. The BMS watches those cells while the battery charges and while you ride. It protects the battery from overcharging, draining too low, and pulling more power than the pack can safely handle. And if something goes wrong, the BMS can shut down the battery. That can make your bike look completely dead. It can also make your bike cut out under load and can stop the battery from taking a charge. But here's the important part. A BMS shutdown doesn't always mean your BMS is bad. In fact, if you've got a decent quality bike and battery, it's one of the last items I look at replacing. Sometimes the BMS is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, protect your battery. Here's a little warning. Opening up an e-bike battery usually voids the warranty, and those batteries can store a bunch of energy. If you short something out in here, things can go bad fast. Plus, I usually don't start with the BMS if the power cuts out while I'm riding a bike. I'll check the battery connections first and other wiring. A BMS is hard to replace, and an e-bike battery is one of the most expensive items on a bike. The first things I do to check out the battery is to see if the battery indicator light is working or test the battery voltage. Another thing to try is removing the battery, turning it off, let it sit for about 30 minutes, and then fully charge it with the correct charger. Often, this will reset the BMS. I hope this helps, and as always, keep pedaling.